Ryan Shrink. And a 5'3" sophomore from Atlanta, Georgia, number 5, Owen Cone. And now the starters for Lambda Chi. First, a 6'1" junior from Chicago, Illinois, number 19, Drake Gallardo. A 6'1" senior from Franklin, Indiana, number 11, Carson Hunter. A 5'10" sophomore from Franklin, Indiana, number 5, Grant Hunter. A 6'6" sophomore from Detroit, Michigan, number 14, Charlie Curo. And a 6'6" junior from Fishers, Indiana, number 0, Carter Gutt. Ladies and gentlemen, let's play some ball.
Just about time to tip things off here at Assembly Hall. One more time alongside Cooper Schoenberg, I'm Luke Bredeman. You're watching the Greek Basketball Association Championship at Indiana University. Cooper, the winner of this game punches their ticket automatically into the 64-team tournament just a couple weeks from now nationally that the GBA is hosting in Memphis, Tennessee.
Gonna be a fun one. We're gonna see who wants it more. Both teams look so hungry in the last matchup. Respectfully, both teams looking amazing. Tanner Tetchendorf was all over the place for Lambda Chi Alpha, and what I'm looking for out of Sig Ep is Jake Gallagher, who is getting it done on both ends of the floor.
Curo and Hanchar tip it off. Hanchar wins it back, but he knocked it out of bounds, and it'll be Lambda Chi ball. All right, we're off and running. 2 20-minute halves, running clocks. It does stop under 5 minutes on a foul call, not if the ball trickles out of bounds until deeper into the ball game. Carson Hunter takes it off the inbound. He crosses the timeline, and Lambda Chi will start with the opening possession of this one. Hunter, step in mid-range. That is just a little short. But Curo fights for the offensive rebound. A kick out to the other Hunter. And now it's Daly on the wing. Tetchendorf drives in, backs down, has it right at his hip, and it's poked away. But a foul is called on the baseline.
I'm telling you right now, the reason why they are even able to get in the paint, why they are able to get that foul on the floor, all started from that Curo offensive rebound. That was my key of the game. Hustle, hustle, hustle.
Tetchendorf throws it into Carson Hunter. He leads this team in every category. He truly is their glue guy, and he can do it all. Here's his brother, Grant Hunter, at 3, nowhere near the iron. And an air ball exits play. Sig Ep will take over for their first offensive possession in the GBA championship. How about this atmosphere, Cooper?
I was going to say, we are going to hear a lot from each of these crowds. Any air ball, any foul call that they don't like, you are going to hear it through our own headsets.
Gallagher plays it inside to Hanchar, a foul right on the free throw line extended. They're going to put that one on Grant Hunter, reached in a little bit too early.
It's a scrappy brand of basketball. No one wanting to give an inch to each other. You try to get it in the paint, you are going to get hacked. You try driving, you are going to get hacked. You try bringing it up the floor, you're going to get hacked.
Gallagher plays it to Hanchar, right back to the lead guard from Elmhurst, Illinois. Steps back, thought about it. Now top of the key, here's Auger. Couple jab steps. He drives in the lane, step back, mid-range. And he dumps it off to Hanchar. Right back to Auger, corner 3. That's off the mark. And here comes Lambda Chi in transition. This is their game. Hunter cuts it to the middle, slows it down. Now dribbles into the short corner. Still Carson Hunter with the rock. Kick outside to his brother Grant Hunter, a pure shooter for this team at the game winner in the semifinal win. Foul called on the interior. Still 17:39 to go. Clock continues to run on stoppages at this point in the game. No score in the GBA final.
Right there, that's 2 quick ones on Sig Ep. You do not want to get a team in the bonus early on. These are 2 good shooting free throw teams. Free points are what can win a team a game.
Carson Hunter up top. Hunter goes left off the screen. Nice bounce pass inside. Shot fake. And Curo lost it underneath, and they say he walked. Looks like he got bumped a little bit on the shot fake, but the call goes in Sig Ep's favor. and they'll take over with 17 minutes left in the first half.
You know, different from playing in the frat backyard, not having official refs. Now they do. As good as these guys are going to officiate this game, they're going to let these kids play ball.
Here's Shrink, drives in, right hand, tough finish, and he's fouled on his way up. It's Grant Hunter booked for the personal foul. And going to the line for 2 is the freshman, Rylan Shrink.
I could count maybe 2 times I saw an easy layup in last game's men's semifinal against Beta and SIGEP. There are going to be no easy opportunities to get a bucket in this one.
So after 3.5 minutes of basketball, the first point is now on the board. SIGEP trying to go up 2-0 on the Shrink free throw. That one's in and out. Hunter grabs the rebound. And this is the pace. You're going to see it the entire way for 40 minutes out of Lambda Chi. They're not very deep. They only play about 7 guys. Wide open, Gallardo in the corner. That's off the mark. Ball's tipped out. Offensive rebound for Teschendorf. Thought about it. Tries the jumper. And that one doesn't go down. Shrink with the rebound. He'll bring it up. Swings it over to Oje. On a one-on-one on an island here in the wing. He takes it in the short corner. Trying to get into the body of Hunter. He does. He goes up. The foul is on who? Lambda Chi and Hunter. So a physical game already. I really want to go back to the main storyline we talked about pregame, Cooper, and that's the pace. SIGEP really wants to slow things down. They want to rebound. They want to guard you, which they're doing right now. Lambda Chi's got to speed it up.
If you're Lambda Chi, what got you that win in your first men's semifinal game?
Shrink in and out on the triple.
It is pushing it in transition and getting quick fire threes.
Here's Teschendorf. Crossover dribble, spins into the lane, poked out. He hits Hunter on the wing. He lets it fly. Bingo! Lambda Chi has come to play. They take a 2-point lead with 15 minutes to go in the first half. It's 3-1.
I mean, there it is. They are going to let that 3 fly. And if it's going down, it's going to go down as a win for Lambda Chi Alpha.
Here's the go-to scorer for SIGEP, Jake Gallagher. Gallagher holds on to this one through the double team, crosses over. And now swings it back out to the freshman Shrink. One more, over to Cone for 3. Off the back iron, rebound to Hunter and Lambda. Trying to run. SIGEP is so sound defensively. Hunter still has it, dishes it off to Teschendorf. Shot fake, drives in with the left hand, now backs into Shrink. One more time, a right hand finish. Tough one, can't get it to go. And the second try, how about 3? Well, that's the charm. Lambda goes up by 4 on the tough effort from Tanner Teschendorf.
If you cannot get the defensive rebound for your team, you are giving up free points. They got the foul earlier off an offensive rebound and an easy putback layup right there for Teschendorf.
Here's Oje, driving into the lane, spins, tough fadeaway finish, nowhere near the iron. That's an air ball, and the Lambda boys will always run. A near turnover in transition. That one hit off the hands of Shrink and will stay with Lambda Chi. So a point that you brought up earlier in this contest. Just under 14 minutes to go, Lambda up 5-1 in the GBA championship here at Assembly Hall. But these are Greek houses, and you and I are both in Greek houses. They play in backyards that might have glass in it, mudded, maybe not the best conditions, and certainly no official refs. Gallardo misses the first one, tips it back in, and it has been all Lambda in these first 7 minutes, 7-1. But the question I want to bring up to you is how different is now one of the meccas of college basketball hosting this event with 2 full officials. Gallagher can't get the finish, but the tip-in is there from the big fella Cole Bonder.
It's depth perception. You are in a massive, deep arena that is going to mess with your eyes, how you perceive how much strength you need to put under that ball to get the 3 up and in. It is such a different environment, especially not slipping on spilled liquids or whatever you want to call it. This is controlled indoors, no wind pushing. It's much different, and it messes with the way they think to shoot the ball from the long line.
Gallagher finds Cone. He goes baseline, dishes it back to the 6'5" junior Bonder. Gallagher from way deep. That's short. And Teschendorf takes the rebound. Teschendorf trying to take it himself. Right side, low block, right hand finish, a little bit too strong. Tipped around. This is anyone's basketball. And the foul's going to go on Bonder. The ball will stay underneath with Lambda Chi Alpha. Lambda Chi coached by Thomas Crow. He's in the full suit. Same with the coach for SIG Ep, That is Ben Hicks. These guys are well dressed, and they're not taking this like it's any Greek league or some joke.
No, that's what I was going to say. I love the professionalism out of both coaches, really out of both fan bases. I mean, you get your entire fraternity, your entire house here to rally behind your boys. That is what makes this such a special event put on by the GBA.
Hunter plays it all the way back to Grant Hunter. One more time to Carson Hunter. Hunter, left wing, gets a screen, didn't do much with it. Now trying to have a little bit of a dance with Auger. Dribbles in the lane, shot fake, got him to bite, and a nice pass underneath to Cure. He goes reverse, gets blocked by the rim, and it trickles right off the hands of Cole Bonder, and everybody in Sigma Phi Epsilon hates it.
Look, Big Brett is going to let you know when he doesn't like the call, and that is exactly what he's doing. Definitely a tough one to tell, and of course, the crowd going to play a little factor, and it's going to go Sig Ep's way.
Sig Ep trying to get on the board offensively and kind of get things going. We've now played 9 minutes of basketball in the first half, 7-3, Lambda Chi leads. Gallagher drops it off to the lead point guard, Auger. Auger. Still has it, up top. Wraparound reach, and it's a good one from Hunter. A turnover for Sig Ep. Down the lane, Teschentorf. He pulls it back. A nice pass underneath for the easy lay-in to Grant Hunter. That's good basketball right there. Defense transition into an easy deuce on the other end. It's 9-3 Lambda Chi.
All gas, no brakes. Lambda Chi running in transition is such a dangerous threat for this Sig Ep team. If they can't stop them, no one has been able to. So I don't see how the flip or the script is going to flip.
Sam Auger with the rock. Slow things down. They're trying to post up the 6'5 Bonder. Trying to get it into him inside. A late whistle on the kickball violation. It will stay with Sig Ep.
Sometimes you got to have some help from the players. Make a obvious call apparent when you can't see it. Kickball right there. It's going to stay Sig Ep's way. But right now, I really want to see Jake Gallagher get into the lane, drive, take on, a much more bigger presence, because obviously Curo is big down in the paint. But if he can get to a spot off the glass, that's an easy bucket for Sig Ep to get on the board again.
Here's Bonder inside. Puts it on the deck. He's battling right now. Spins to the left hand. And the shot won't count, but a foul before the tough left-handed finish is going to go on Lambda Chi.
And Big Bread had 2 and 1 in last game's matchup against Beta. He wasn't able to hit from the charity stripe, but if he's able to get those tough shot downs, the easy ones, he'll make look easy.
Here's Freeman. Bumps it over to Cone, trying to get in the lane. Lambda just so physical. Auger, tough 3 buckets. Sig Ep needed that one. 9-6 now the count. And not only did they need it just for the sake of momentum, but to see one go through right now, it's been all Lambda, and don't look now, but a 3-point game. Tough mid-range jumper, that's off the mark. And the rebound goes to the big fella Bonder.
Give them a taste of their own medicine. They've seen Lambda already hit a couple threes in this one, so they go and get one of their own.
Gallagher, a nice fake. The finish, too easy, missed it. But Bonder right there to help him out, and Gallagher is down in some serious pain on the baseline. You never want to see this, Cooper.
Grabbing on his right knee, it looks like, or abdominal. Can't tell if it's a leg injury or if it's something like a wind knocked out of him. Not looking good right now for Gallagher.
Ben Hicks, the head coach, and Gavin Groves, the assistant for Sig Ep, come out. Gallagher is trying to walk off on his own weight right now. He is their go-to guy. When we talk to these coaches throughout the week, they said the go-to scorer. He gets baskets at every single level. He can shoot the 3 if we need him to, and he really plays physical defense. So we'll see if he does return. He's now seated behind the bench. 8:35 to go, first half. 9-8, Lambda leads Sig Ep in the GBA Indiana Championship game at Assembly Hall. Cooper, what have you seen early in this game?
Once again, when I said it in our little pre-game speech, hustle. We've seen Lambda Chi already with 4 offensive rebounds, 2 in 1 possession. That went to Teschendorf. That was able to get him a nice, easy putback layup. That is what has accounted for at least 6 of their 9 points thus far.
Hunter Looking to play a little bit of a two-man game with his brother, Grant Hunter. They have Teschendorf. Now for the first time this afternoon, here's Reese Kumler. He steps back, trying to find someone to pass it to. He's getting smothered by Cone, and he turned it over. That's good defense for Sigep. Going the other way is Shrink. Has it, far wing, one more time. Bonder thought about it, driving in the lane hard, and he was hacked. Cole Bonder will shoot two. And for the first time this afternoon in the championship game, Sigep has 2 shots. And if Bonder can convert, they'll have the lead.
And he really wasn't able to hit from the charity stripe in the last game against Beta, but if he can do it here, that's gonna not only give him the lead, but a lot of momentum.
First free throw, a little bit short.
Right now, if you're Bodner, you just gotta out of mind, out of sight, put it in the back of your head, hit this one. It's a tie ball game, even though you're without Jake Gallagher, who we can see right now getting a little stretch in on that right leg. And now it's a tie ball game.
9-9 after Bonder goes 1 for 2. Sub comes into the game. That's Hanchar. Bonder will get a blow. Both student sections, you got to think, are going to be up the entire way. And the first time out of this contest comes from Sigep. Each team gets 2 per half. So we've played 13 minutes of basketball all square in the title contest. You go back to the storylines, the team meetings. We talked with all the players. This Lambda team is locked in, Cooper. Their entire team joined our media availability conference. We just asked for a coach, a spokesperson of the team, and every single guy joined. They're dialed in.
I thought it was really fun to see them all on the Zoom, super excited and eager to talk to us, very selfless when speaking about one another. We would ask about Hunter, we would ask about Teschendorf, and someone else would then field the question talking about the other person's strengths on the floor. I think that speaks to a very selfless team, and that's kind of their brand of basketball. Getting in transition, looking for the open man, and getting the easiest bucket possible.
And I want to bring up just one more point before we get deep into this ball game. This is homecoming weekend here at Indiana University. This is the Greek Basketball Association. You know, nobody's saying anything, but if you know what you know about Greek life at a school like Indiana, these guys are now in their 2nd game of the day. The clock runs. It's as physical as it gets. Now, I'd like to think the 21-year-olds out here are coming off a rough weekend.
One word, rowdy. How about that? Homecoming week, Indiana, Bloomington.
Well, it's the GBA finals for now at Assembly Hall. 9-9, 7 minutes to go in the first half between Lambda Chi and Sigep. Tanner Teschendorf, mid-range jumper, got it to go. 11-9, Lambda leads. That's what the GBA is all about, just high-level scorers who are not playing at the college level but still had dominated in their varsity careers. Auger drives in on Teschendorf, kicks it out to Shrink. That's a freshman right there, right back to Auger. Now on the elbow, backing down Teschendorf, a nice pass, and the layup is missed. Did Hunter get a piece of that? It looks like Shrink just smoked it.
Now, alluding kind of to what you just said in the previous broadcast when we were talking about Sigep and Beta, not only are these players students, but really they are student athletes playing in Assembly Hall at a high level, playing high-level basketball.
Here's Cone. Takes it out to Shrink. Shrink has not checked out of this game yet. He lets one fly from deep. Off the rim, Gallardo has the rebound, and Teschendorf will take it the other direction. Teschendorf is doing everything right now for Sigep, up and under, too strong. And here comes Hanchar. Big fella immediately passes it back to Patrick Freeman. And one more time to the point guard, Auger. He lets it fly from downtown, in and out. I thought that one was good. He wanted it too. Driving in quickly is Hunter. Drop off underneath, head fake, Teschendorf. That's too easy, but that's Lambda Chi's game. They're quicker than you, they're in shape, and they get to the rim. They lead by 4, 13-9.
You were not going to see Teschendorf smoke too many layups like he did 2 possessions ago, but right there, getting an easy one back, got to feel good mentally.
Shrink goes up with the right hand. That's as tough as they come. Gives a look to Hunter, who he left on the ground after that one. And Hunter gets up with a little bit of a hobbled ankle right now. He's looking to be all right and trying to shake it off. Carson Hunter, right wing. Can't give him that much space. Narrowly missed it. Offensive rebound to Goot. He's fouled. Can't get it to go, but will shoot a pair.
But here it is again. You just let the three fly, and you're thinking to yourself, okay, worst case scenario, I miss. Well, my big men are going to clean up my mistakes. They're going to get the offensive rebound, and now you have 2 from the charity stripe. Hopefully, they can cash in and take a commanding 4-point lead in this one.
Here's Carter Goot. Back up for this team. This is the first free throw. He's not really a natural hooper, is what their head coach Thomas Crow said. But he adds a lot of size, an inside finishing ability, and a physical rebounder. You saw it right there. He's going up with some towers on the inside for Sig Ep. He grabbed the rebound, trying to get 1 of 2 here. A high arcing free throw.
And almost touched the ceiling.
13-11, Lambda leads. 4 minutes to go in the first half of the GBA championship at Indiana University. Looked to be a pickpocket from Teschendorf, but a little bit too physical on the near sideline. That's a foul on Lambda Chi.
We're going to get gut out here for Kuro coming back in. I think, you know, Coach Thomas Crow saw enough. Obviously, that presence on the offensive glass is amazing, but if you're not able to finish at the free throw line, being a big man and drawing a foul, it's not going to do it.
And look who's back in the game. Jack Gallagher brings it up for Sig Ep. That's a good sign for them. Kick out, triple off the front of the iron, and Gallardo will grab the rebound. Lambda Chi will rarely slow this one down. Here's Hunter, trying to get him going. Drops it back. Gallardo, open 3, butter! Lambda goes up by a 5-point advantage with 3 minutes to go in the first half. Sig Ep looking to respond. That's Cone in the corner. Dumps it inside. Hanchar getting physical. Kick out to the big fella, Bodner. How about the triple? Oh my, 6'5", and he's stroking it from distance. 2-point game in the first half.
Let me tell you something, back-to-back possessions, nothing but nylon. Absolute electric stuff from the big men on both sides.
Hunter mid-range jumper won't go, and Cone dumps it to the point guard Gallagher. Cone, near side wing. Bonder inside, catches it with one hand. His other hand was dragged down. The foul is going to get booked on Kuro. And right after Lambda hit that 3, they go up by 5. We're starting to think they're going to get their game going, and every time Sig Ep has had a response in this first half, Cooper.
Let me tell you something. I wouldn't call it a Cinderella story necessarily if Sig Ep were to walk away with the win, but it would be something special, somewhat of an upset, and it's really big that they are able to not only have big men, but have big men that can shoot from beyond the arc. That was a big-time 3 right there from Bodner.
Teschendorf will sit down for Lambda. Back into the game is Grant Hunter. That right ankle looks to be okay. 2 shots still coming up right now for Cole Bodner, the 6'5" junior from Libertyville, Illinois. And he can't get the second one to go. Lambda stays up by 2. Hunter in transition, swings it to his brother. One more, Gallardo. How about 2 in a row from distance? That one's off the right side of the rim. Up in the air for anyone who touched it last. That was Kuro. And Sig Ep a chance to tie or take the lead with $1:25 to go in the first half.
Not able to corral that one, and as you mentioned, $1:20 left in this first half. You would be so happy going into this one tied or even with a lead if you're Sig Ep. You got Jake Gallagher back. Take it to the hoop, get a bucket.
Gallagher, kick out. Bodner shot fake one more time. That's Hanchar for 3. Air ball. Gallardo with the rebound. Gallardo can take it up. Not the most confident dribbler when you have a point guard like this guy right here. Reminds me a lot of Chris Paul, Carson Hunter. A floor general, physical. Gallardo drives in, right-handed floater. That's a tough finish. May not be pretty with Gallardo, the jumper too, but man, he is coming on right now in the first half of this championship game. 18-14 Lambda, 34 seconds to go.
Right there, discombobulated in the air, but Gallardo able to fill it up. Give him a 4-point lead with 25 remaining in this first half.
Sig Ep looks to be holding for the last shot here. Gallagher on the 5-second count, moves it over to Shrink. 15 seconds to go, 18-14, Lambda Chi with the lead. Sig Ep, the 8th seed on a Cinderella run. Lambda Chi ranked in the top 25 nationally, trying to hold this lead. Shrink, 5 seconds to go, steps in, long range jumper, that's short, 2 seconds. Hunter from half court, nope, they didn't get it off. One more pass to Kuro was a little bit too much. And we head into halftime, 18-14. Cooper, your first half takeaways.
Phenomenal game on both sides of the floor. 18-14, it's anyone's game. A 4-point deficit is nothing. We've seen both of these teams dig themselves out of holes that they originally climbed into. Now for Lambda Chi, just keep getting in transition. Those threes were awesome, and those offensive rebounds were even better. If you're sig up, get the big men down below. Bodner, Hanchar, box out a little bit, clean up the boards, get into transition, kind of take a page out of Lambda Chi's book. And look, you got Big Brett here at the top of the key who was able to splash that three at the end of the half, keeping it only a 4-point deficit for them. If you're able to do that throughout the entirety of this game, you're going to be right there in it.
We've played 20 minutes, 20 more to go when we come back in the second half of the championship game in the GBA at Indiana. 18-14, Lambda Chi leads. Time for the second half here at Assembly Hall in the GBA Championship at Indiana University. After the first 20 minutes of play, Lambda Chi Alpha leads Sigma Phi Epsilon 18-14. Alongside Cooper Schoenberg, I'm Luke Bredeman. Cooper, your takeaways of the first half?
I think that this 4-point deficit by SIGEP, they're doing it to themselves. One, allowing for numerous offensive rebounds by Lambda Chi, but really in transition, instead of pressing up, they are sagging off. That is allowing Lambda Chi to either get open looks from 3-point or drive it in with ease. If they are able to come up, play a little more physical brand of defense, they are going to stop the flow of points from Lambda Chi, and they can retake this lead.
SIGEP will have the ball first in the second half. 20 minutes running clock will stop as we get closer to the 5-minute mark on fouls and balls knocked out of play. 20 minutes to crown a champion at Indiana University in the Greek Basketball Association. Gallagher has it. He finds Shrink. A little bit of a wheel action to start for SIGEP. Here's Auger, gets inside to the block, goes to the right hand. How tough is that? Sam Auger, oh my, the 6'2 senior gets the second half started, a 2-point game.
Beautiful use of the off-arm drop stepping and flipping it up, filling it up off of the glass.
Hunter to Hunter, that's a triple, and that is a wet ball. SIGEP gives up a 3 to Lambda Chi. Grant Hunter splashes it home. They're up by 5.
Nothing but nylon, brother telepathy. Gotta be a little cheat code there. You gotta check that one out.
Gallagher, one more, Shrink for 3. It's a scoring parade in the first minute of the second half. I hope you took the over. 2 threes and a bucket, 8 points in the first minute. 2-point game. Hunter kicks it out to Teschendorf. He had himself a first half. He was all over the place. He goes inside, right hand finish on the block, up and over Shrink. That's just an upperclassman move on a freshman right there. Lambda Chi leads by 4.
So I guess everybody's just going to score every single possession. This is phenomenal offense being played. Not even bad defense, but these buckets are tough and they are getting them to fall.
Gallardo grabs the rebound. He'll bring it up. He was the leading scorer along with Bonder for SIGEP with 7 points in the first half. Gallardo, mid-range jumper, way too strong. Tipped out to Shrink. And SIGEP will bring it up trailing by 4.
Really don't mind that look from Gallardo, though. We saw it multiple times, discombobulated when he goes up, but it goes in.
Gallagher inside, and for the second time tonight, he has missed a bunny. Hunter, transition 3, he was fouled. Gallagher hobbling as well.
What we're seeing right now from Jake Gallagher is an injury to that right leg, something that he sustained in the first half, now looking to be apparent and really affecting him. This is a fast Lambda Chi team that loves to run in transition. If he's not able to get back, then it's a 4-on-5 ball game.
This is the type of half, Cooper, that when we talked about in the open and pregame, Lambda Chi wants to play this style of game. They'll give up baskets, but they'll score faster. Hunter, 3 shots from the line, 1 of 2 thus far.
Inch for inch. They are not, if they see a weakness, like chum and shark infested water, they are gonna go after you. And if Jake Gallagher can't get back, they're gonna take advantage.
6-point lead for Lambda Chi Alpha, trying to punch their ticket as the Indiana University champion to the 64-team GBA National Tournament in a couple of weeks in Nashville. Here's Freeman, drives in, now kicks it back out to Cone. 1 more to Shrink. This Lambda defense is everywhere. Cone for 3, they need it. That's a little bit short. Hanchar tips it to Cone, 1 more to Shrink. That's beautiful basketball right there. 4-point lead for Lambda after the deuce for SIGEP. And this game is back and forth into the second half. Hunter, near side wing, trying to have a dance with Auger. Goes in, picks up his dribble, now just trying to get out of it. 1 more to Curo inside. Tries to go over the head with the finish. Really good defense to Hanchar.
Beautiful ball movement on both ends of the floor, though. Saw it with Lambda Chi, trying to get it in there to Curo.
Auger for 3.
And then SIGEP the possession before getting the easy layup.
Risky pass in transition from Hunter. He was looking to find Teschendorf, knocked out of bounds by Shrink. 16 minutes to go, 25-21. Lambda Chi leads SIGEP. Cooper, if SIGEP is fully going to get back in this game, we've seen them go down and then they tie it up. They go down, they tie it up. 6 to 8 point runs. How is that going to happen?
2 words, 1 name, Cole Bonder. He can get it done in the paint. He can shoot the 3 lights out. If they are able to get him open, he will make this Lambda Chi team pay.
Ryland Shrink dumps it over to Sam Ogier. Now inside to Bodner. He missed the layup, tried to tip it in. Shrink thought he got fouled. And there is a late foul call. That goes on Bonder. Wow. Sigep not happy with that, but the call's going in Lambda's direction as of right now. Same with the 4-point advantage. 15 minutes and 15 seconds to go.
I will say, rare miss right there, right at the rim. An easy layup, it looked like, for Cole Bonder. If he gets another one of those back, he will make Lambda pay.
Hunter got Ogier in the air, picked up his dribble, drops it right back off to Teschendorf. Here's Grant Hunter. Jabs in, fade away, dishes it behind the back on an awkward jump pass, but it worked. Teschendorf inside, gives him an elbow to eat, and the bucket is waved off. They said the foul was on the floor. Can you believe that?
That is the second time in this game that we have seen an and one look like it was going down and counting. Unfortunately, waved off and getting called on the floor. Can't really say I agree with that one. It looked like he was in the act of shooting, picking it up, using his 2 steps.
Hunter, step back 3, a little bit short.
But to each their own.
And the over-the-back foul gets booked on Lambda Chi. So the question with Bodner, he doesn't start. He was a leading scorer in the first half with 7 points, yet to score here in the second half of play. But it's how much can he play? 6'5", Lambda likes to run. He's got to get up and down the floor, and you can see him easily going to the bench, looking for some water, and especially a rest every now and then. So how can Sigep manage his minutes? Ogier steps through. Off the backboard, and the rebound goes to Lambda. Knocked away by Cone. He's diving for it. He keeps it in bounds to Ogier. Up and into the defense. No foul called. Teschendorf with unbelievable defense there. Hunter, rim run. Euro step. Drops it back to Gallardo. Floater with the right hand. In and out. Goot had it and lost it. And some sloppy basketball right now. Kick out. Ogier, wide open 3. Got it! 25-24. Ogier grabbing at his right knee. And Sigep is just plagued with injuries right now.
Taking a page out of Lambda's book, running in transition, finding the open Ogier. Obviously right there, Gallardo able to get to the bucket. That was one of those first half discombobulated ones that he was able to flip up and fill up. But right there, an absolute beautiful 3. I'm telling you, if they are able to do that, they will stay in this game, get to their spots on the wing, somewhere where Lambda isn't the best at defending. But right there, Ogier, getting injured once again, seemed to just come up awkwardly.
He's on this shot right
3.
here. It's that right leg, he immediately grabbed at the knee area, but sometimes that can just be a lower leg ankle thing as well. Good to see him standing up for now, but Ogier is having himself a fantastic championship game so far. And Sigep is right back in this game. 25-24, Lambda Chi leads and has the basketball.
The clock does stop in the second half, other than how it would run in the first half. So that's able to allow them more time, where if a guy like a Gallagher or an Ogier gets injured, they're able to rest it out, sit on the bench a little bit, and get better.
Crowd gets right back on their feet. What's new? 13 minutes to decide the champion of the GBA at Indiana University. Dozens of Greek houses with teams. 16 made the tournament, and we're left with Lambda Chi and Sigep. Kick out. Gallardo, he goes baseline, picks up his dribble, spins it right back. Driving on the baseline, Gallardo, he challenges Bodner, and that was not a smart move. Sigep, a chance to take the lead under 13 minutes to play. Shrink, one more. Gallagher thought about it, drives in with the right hand, kicks it out. And Bodner getting everybody excited with that shot fake. He made his last triple. Cone, kick out. Here's their guy, Gallagher. Got to get him going. The product of Elmhurst, Illinois, the 6'1" guard. This time it's Ryland Shrink's turn. What can the freshman do? Mid-range to take the lead off the glass, a little bit too strong. Hunter 1-on-3 in transition, kicks it back out, mid-range to the other Hunter, in and out. Goot grabs the rebound. Gallardo, top of the key, why not let it fly? Splash! Tells the crowd to get into it a little bit. Lambda Chi by 4.
Second of the game for Gallardo. We said it's not the prettiest looking shot, but if he's able to get it up there wide open, he will make you pay.
Inside goes Shrink. He was fouled and will shoot 2. I mean, when one team punches, the other throws 2 right back. And that's what you want in a championship game of 2 teams and a Greek life scene like Indiana University. This is high-level basketball right now. And you take a look at that Gallardo 3. Started on the Goot rebound. Gallardo leading all scorers in this contest with 10 points.
Back and forth, tit for tat. Anything I can do, you can do better. Because it seems like whoever strikes first, they're going to let up something on the next ensuing possession.
Ryland Shrink, a stretch wing who can knock down jumpers and space the floor. The head coach for SIGEP, Ben Hicks, told us that Shrink is a really confident young player. We mentioned he's just a freshman, but he has such a touch with the ball, especially in his jump shot, that he's got to play just about every minute. 2 for 2 at the line, and that cuts the deficit to 2. 28-26, Lambda Chi with the lead. 10:45 to go in the championship game at Simon Scott Assembly Hall. Hunter, top of the key, gets a screen, tries to drop it off, and he flat out turned it over. Cone running quickly, looking for the left hand. He's mugged on the baseline. And Grant Hunter booked with the foul. We'll see if he was shooting or not.
And I'll tell you this right now, any coach in basketball is going to tell you, and they will preach, if you can hit your free throws, you are going to win the game for your team. Absolute clutch out of the speedy freshman right there at the line.
Hanchar will throw it in on the baseline. Carson Hunter gets a rest. He comes out of the game. Jump ball. And that's a bad turnover. Here's Teschendorf in transition, looking for the right hand. He muscles his way there, but he missed the layup. Hanchar finds Freeman across the court to Cone, right in front of the SIGEP bench. And they'll bump it right back to Gallagher.
Unnecessary turnover right there on the inbound, trying to get something off ball. But if you're able just to get it to the open man down low, then you can reset. Again, no shot clock, so teams are able to take their time and get in their stride.
Shrink, mid-range jumper off the front iron. 2-point lead for Lambda, under 10 minutes, and possession of the basketball. Teschendorf, he makes this offense go in the championship game right now to the shooter Hunter, trying to find his shot. Step back, mid-range, short, offensive rebound, and the stick back is good. A big play from Keegan Harrison off the bench, the backup center, and Lambda leads 30-26 with 9 minutes to go.
7th offensive board for this Lambda Chi team in this ball game. That leads to so many second chance opportunities and points.
Cone, top of the key. Right back to Shrink. Guarded by Harrison, who just scored. Shrink having his dance, dumps it off inside to Hanchar. Hanchar backs in, fouled before the shot. Hanchar's a guy that we talked to in media availability during the week, and he said, I feel like I can't contribute offensively outside of rebounding the basketball because when there's no refs at these Greek House backyard courts, I'm never getting that call.
Well, guess what? When you're a big body and you go down low, you put your head down, your shoulder down, and you go to work, you're going to get the calls when you have referees that know how to call a proper game. And now he's at the line shooting 2.
Almost airballed the first one. Struggled to score at times throughout this season, but does provide strength and a lot of physicality inside. Listed at 6'5", a senior from Indianapolis, Indiana. I mean, how cool is this? A senior from Indianapolis, probably grew up going to games at Assembly Hall, and now playing here in his final year of college at Indiana University. 0 for 2 at the line. Lambda with a 4-point lead, and Thomas Crow will call timeout. Cooper, 7.5 to go. What's going to be the difference?
One right there. If Hanchar is even able to make just one of those free throws, it's a one-possession game. It's getting chippy. A lot of fouls are being called. If a team is able to get into the bonus, shoot 1 of 1, and then capitalize on the first one and turn it into two, that can win a team a ball game within a blink of an eye. But if you're Sig Ep, you need these injured players to get the rest that they need so that they can get back into the game and help them win. OJ was so big on so many possessions shooting that three. They're down by 4 right now. You'd like to see them go on a sneaky run, do what Lambda Chi does best, take it to them in transition, and get an open look. If you're Lambda Chi, keep doing what you're doing. Great offensive looks. You have 2 great facilitating point guards in the Hunters. If they're able to find the open man, they are not going to miss many open layups.
They've done a lot throughout this game in other ways besides the scoring column. But something to note, Hunter still hasn't scored. Gallagher still without a point to his name. We've played 33 minutes of basketball, 7.5 to go. 30-26, Lambda Chi over Sig Ep in the championship game. Here's Hunter. Drives in, drops it off, knocked away by Bodner and picked up by the man right back in the game, the leading scorer in this contest, Sam Oje. Oje drives right, dumps it into Hanchar, knocked out of bounds. That's off Lambda Chi.
Oje back in the game, really big. Instead of him taking up the ball, I wonder if Coach Ben Hicks for Sig Ep is going to try to get the ball in Jake Gallagher's hands a little bit more down the stretch.
They go upstairs to Bodner. He drops it off to Gallagher. Gallagher having a dance with Hunter. Drives in. He's bigger than Hunter. Kicks it out to Bodner. Quick closeout. And Oje steps back. Little man-on-man inside, and the big Hanch wins that one. The big fella has some sauce with the left hand. 2-point game, 6.5 to go.
Muscle time down low. It doesn't get much better than that.
Oh man, it's turned into a physical contest on the inside. Hero gets knocked down after getting his own miss, and the ball will stay with Lambda Chi.
This Sig Ep team runs big. 6 guys, 6'3" and above, 3 being 6'5". Bonder, one of those guys, they're able to match up well against a guy like Akiro, but a little tougher to defend on the 3-point line.
Teschendorf backing down Gallagher, he gets the call. Tanner Teschendorf, he is having himself a championship game, and this is a guy that their head coach Thomas Crow said has just come on strong the last few weeks. He nearly carried Lambda when they played SAE in this tournament, and now he's the second best scorer on the team. Gallardo not expected to be in double digits, but he's shown up. It's the little things when you just have 40 minutes to be crowned the champion. And right now, the duo of Teschendorf and Gallardo, the difference for Lambda Chi. 1 for 2 at the line. Lambda leads by 3. 5:25 to go. Sig Ep getting some extended minutes out of Bodner. Oje to tie, in and out. Hunter trying to move quickly. Lambda still a 3-point lead. Teschendorf, shot fake, drives inside, picks up his dribble. One more, wide open 3. Off the front of the rim, tipped around, offensive rebound to Lambda. And here we go, Hunter trying to get on the board with a triple. Front iron, those are back-to-back big misses from Lambda on open jump shots.
See what Oje does with it here. I think that they really want to go for the tie.
Bodner missed an easy one. Gallardo, he wants it back. Off the iron, gets his own miss. Floater in the lane, a little bit too strong. Ball's tipped up, and Bodner cleans it up. Sig Ep, a chance to run. 3-on-2 here. Oje swings it to the corner. It's picked off by Hunter. Grant Hunter the other way to his brother Carson Hunter, a big 3, got it! Lambda by 6 with 4 minutes to go. Sig Ep looks tired. Lambda looks into it. Grant Huff will not call a timeout and let Oje keep it atop the key. Oje's got to be looking for his shot here. He has double digits. Drives in, right hand, tough move, fantastic finish, Sam Oje.
And this is a banged-up team. We saw Bodner motioning to head coach Ben Hicks, wanting a timeout, wanting a substitution. Ben Hicks waving it off, and the right move right there. Oje hurt, Gallagher hurt, Bonder out of breath. This team is scrapping, scraping, scratching, clawing, doing all that they can.
Carson Hunter, that is as tough as they come. A bad shot there. And the rebound to Freeman. 34-30. SIGEP trailing by 4. 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go. A bucket here could give SIGEP some serious momentum. Shrink for 3. That's short. That goes out of bounds. The clock continues to run. And Cone and Gallagher will quickly check right back in the game.
And we're seeing the crowd motioning towards something. I don't know if it's a spill.
It's the scoreboard, Cooper.
Okay.
So right on HTN right now, it says 33-30 Lambda. Just moments ago inside of Assembly Hall, it said 34-30. So it looks like we're finally all on the same page.
Okay.
And one of those previous Lambda threes has been reversed to a 2-point jump shot. So that changes a lot. Now a 1-possession game. Lambda up by 3 with the basketball. 3 minutes to play.
If someone's going to do it, it's going to be Carson Hunter. Captain, facilitator, just hit that big-time 3. If he can get hot, he can close it out for Lambda Chi.
He swings it to Grant Hunter. Oh my, string music. Hunter to Hunter could be the Indiana connection in the GBA. Lambda up by 6.
There it is, brother to brother, facilitating at its finest and getting the 3.
Gallagher and SIGEP really needs a response. Shrink inside behind the back. Oh, baby.
I don't know if these guys are still making huddle tapes like I was playing JV basketball, but that better go on there.
Gallardo drives in another floater. What is new? Showing up when it matters most. That's Drake Gallardo. How about that finish? And Lambda up by 6, telling their students to get into it. 2 minutes to play, 38-32. Gallagher to Shrink. Just a freshman in Shrink. He had the behind the back pass. Now he goes up for 2 of his own. Back and forth we go. Timeout SIGEP with a $1:53 to play. This is high-level hoops in the GBA at Indiana.
So tough on both ends of the floor. Nitty-gritty, putting your shoulder down and going to work. Right here, you're going to see Hunter get into transition, and he is just going to let that 3 fly. That is Lambda Chi's game. You saw Bodner, what I alluded to earlier, motioning for the timeout. This team was tired, but kudos and props, hats off to Ben Hicks, because he knew his boys could get one more bucket, and that's exactly what they did. That Hunter connection has been phenomenal all game. Doesn't mean that they have to be the leading scorers on each side of the ball, but they're going to get it done when it matters most. Then Auger, unbelievable off the glass, so tough to make it a 1-possession game. If they can get this pick and roll action like you see here between Auger and Banchar, or Bodner, they can get quick, easy layup buckets.
Lambda up by 4 and the basketball knocked out of bounds. It will stay with Lambda Chi. SIGEP wanted the call right in front of their bench. They look convinced. Close but no cigar. 1:52 to go.
Looking at it right here. Definitely a missed call by the referee off of the fingertips of Carson Hunter. If you're Lambda Chi, you just got away with 1.
The double team and Hunter turned it over. That's uncharacteristic.
Ball does not lie.
You might be onto something there, Cooper, but you can't win if you can't score. And SIGEP's down by 4. Shrink, crossover dribble, back to the middle. Fighting in the lane, step through, he's fouled and will shoot 2.
This kid is unbelievable. Magnificent from the long line, and even better getting to his spot, dribbling to where he wants to be, flipping it up, filling it up. Let's see, he was already able to cash in on 2 free throws earlier. This would make it a 2-point game at best.
First one is right down Broadway, string music. So a 3-point game, 1:31 to go is the exact time. While we have a quick second, a huge shout out to the commissioner and Indiana grad of the GBA, Michael Bales. He has grown this league so fast, and you can tell there is a product, there is a future for the GBA, and HTN gave us a platform today. 2-point game. Lambda trying to get it across. Teschendorf finds Gallardo. He drives in, bounce pass underneath, easy layup, and 1. Charlie Curo fights through contact, and Lambda goes up by 4 pending the foul shot.
Just one of those ones where you wanted to stop oh so badly. If you were able to get it there. You were able to run in transition in a 2-point game where a layup ties it, but going for the foul a little too aggressive.
Thomas Crow, the head coach, said Curo is the reason that Lambda has leveled up. They lead by 5 with 80 seconds to go. Auger thought about the step back 3, couldn't get it off. Shrink inside, through, contact, and 1.
It is tough to keep these fans off the court. A lot of SIGEP sitting courtside rooting on their boys. This is what it is all about. The speedy freshman getting to his spot. Count that baby in a foul.
Rylan Shrink, instant impact, the 6'2 freshman out of New Albany, Indiana. He scored the last 5 points for SIGEP, and they trail by 2. A minute left. Teschendorf, one more to Hunter, they get it across. And he turned it over, it's tricked away. Gallardo has it back. Teschendorf finds Hunter right in front of the Lambda bench. SIGEP defense is all over the place. Teschendorf, kick out, could be the dagger. A charge! A charge was called before Hunter hit the 3. It doesn't get more dramatic than this.
Teschendorf a little too excited. Going down the lane, a beautiful kick out, but such a heads-up defensive play to set yourself up beautifully for the charge. Get an offensive turnover, and now they have the ball only down 2.
SIGEP is battling right now. A chance to tie for the first time in forever or take the lead. Auger inside, tried to dump it off, knocked out of bounds. Right off Teschendorf, and the ball will stay with SIGEP. Now, 38 seconds to go, Cooper. What do you do?
You don't want to make any rash decisions here. We saw an earlier turnover on an inbounds play. Look for some off ball.
Auger in the short corner, bumps it back to Cone. You got to think Gallagher's got to get a touch here, but they're going back to the hot hand. The freshman, Shrink, inside, underneath, tie game. Everybody on their feet at Assembly Hall. 41-41 in the championship game at Indiana University. Gallardo inside to Hunter, mid-range, off the back iron, and with 12 seconds to go, SIGEP may have a chance to win this one. Shrink, near side, he's fouled. With 5.6 seconds to go, Rylan Shrink is fouled in a tie championship game, and he's going to the line for a 1-and-1.
A 1-and-1. We said it earlier. Any basketball coach is going to tell you that free throws are going to win your team the game. Now, with a chance to take the lead with 5.6 left, Lambda in control thus entire time.
It's a 1-and-1 for Shrink. He has made every play in the final 10 minutes for SIGEP. First shot, it's off. Rebound goes to Lambda, a chance to win it. Hunter in the corner. And a timeout is called by Thomas Crow and Lambda Chi. There's 0.7 seconds remaining, and he's begging for more time.
And I just absolutely love the SIGEP bench wanting a Thomas Crow technical foul to be called after the argument. I mean, what a torture chamber in that corner. Tough to get out of. Obviously not possible for an 8-second violation, but as soon as they were put in that tough position, daunting as it was, timeouts were being called. Unfortunately, the ref not able to hear it in time.
The ball will be all the way in the furthest corner from the basket that Lambda Chi is trying to win the game on. There's only 7/10 of a second remaining. So you would be logical to think that we may be playing 5 more minutes of basketball here tonight.
That would be a safe assumption. However, just go for the half court heave, find an open man, chuck up a prayer, do something really special here in the GBA Indiana men's final. Look at Gallardo down the floor, a little open, closer to the 3-point line in their offensive territory.
The long inbound to the near side. Hunter has it. He didn't get it off, and he missed it anyway. 41-41, 40 minutes cannot decide a champion in the Greek Basketball Association at Indiana University. Lambda went on runs. Lambda had all the momentum with 5 to go. But the brothers of Sigma Phi Epsilon battled and fought and clawed their way into sending this game into overtime.
Guess what? We got free basketball, just like we saw last game, SIGEP against Beta going into overtime. It's 5-minute period. Whoever outscores who is going to be the winner and march on to that round of 64, playing nationally against other GBA teams. Now, what was able to get SIGEP that win against Beta in the overtime match last game, it was the offensive rebounding. So many second chance points. That is what has given Lambda Chi the lead for the entirety of this game, taken away within the blink of an eye. But if SIGEP is able to do what they did last game against Beta, they can win this game easy peasy. But if you're Lambda, keep on taking it to them. Gallardo has been phenomenal on the off-balance shots. Flip it up, fill it up. That's the name of the game. 5 minutes.
Lambda looking to reset after blowing a 6-point lead with under 3 minutes to go. SIGEP looking to hold on to all of the momentum they've gotten to get it to a 5-minute overtime. This is what Greek life is all about, brotherhood. And 5 minutes to decide a winner at Indiana University. Bodner tips it out of bounds. And just like the opening tip of the game, it will go to Lambda Chi. Teschendorf will inbound to Carson Hunter. Hunter has been quiet tonight, impacts the game on every level. Top of the key, gets a screen, drives in, step back midi. Off the side of the iron, a foul is called inside, and it's on Lambda Chi.
It's gonna be an over the back right there. Just so hard to box out a 6'5" paint beast like Bonder. And once again, if you're able to just rally up these foul calls over the course of this overtime, they carry over from the second half. They're going to send their best free throw shooter to the line, and that is how you're able to take advantage of a disheartened team.
Clock continues to run. Shrink short on the front end of the 1-and-1. Game stays tied. Shrink missed his last couple free throws, something that SIGEP does not want to see. Hunter trying to find his other brother Hunter. Curo inside, stops on a dime and lays it in. That's how you beat Bodner. A little bit of speed and a little bit of agility. 43-41, Lambda with the lead.
Everybody has their strengths and everybody has their weaknesses. Driving baseline for Curo looked so easy right there.
Sam Ogier battled through injuries. He's been the difference for SIGEP tonight. Into the big fella Bodner. He's posting up. Cutter, rim run, and a lay-in from Shrink. Man, he is long when he gets up to the rim. All square at 43.
Bunnies, and the kid is everywhere. If he wants to drive, he's going to do it. If he wants to go off ball and cut back door, he's going to do it like he did right there.
Foul on the inside before the kick out to Hunter. And it's going to go on Bodner.
And now they're in the bonus. That's going to send them to the line shooting 1-and-1.
Here's Curo. He's efficient inside. He's an excellent rebounder, just truly an athlete for Lambda Chi. He has a 1-on-1 here to take the lead with 3 minutes to go in overtime.
A product of the 3-1-3. He's got that Detroit soul, that heart in him. See if he can take the lead for Lambda Chi right here.
It's almost like a Detroit guy said that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
First one is good, and that takes some guts right there. Lambda up 44-43, 2 minutes and 35 seconds with a running clock left on the scoreboard right now. Fingertips in the air for the brothers of Lambda Chi, and a 2-for-2 effort from the starting center when it matters most. Lambda by 2.
That's the difference in this game thus far. Hancher wasn't able to do it, neither was Bodner, but the center for Lambda Chi taking the 2-point lead from the charity stripe.
Sam Ogier swings it over to Cone. Cone, backdoor cut. Here's Shrink in the lane. Gallagher, free throw line extended, hands it off. Cone from deep, short. Offensive rebound to Hanchar, knocked out by Gallardo. Hanchar has it on the deck, trying to get rid of it. Gallagher hits the deck. It's anyone's basketball. Gallagher back to Shrink, ream run. But a foul before. And it's gonna go on Hunter in Lambda Chi. Think these guys don't care? You think these guys are tired after a long homecoming weekend? Think these guys didn't play high-level varsity sports in high school? Well, think again.
I'll tell you what they don't care about. They don't care about how tired they are. They are going to leave it all on the line, just like Hunter did. And I'm not sure if Hunter was taken out for foul trouble or if he actually fouled out of this game.
Sig Ep with all kinds of free throw issues right now, but Cone gets the miss. Gallagher. Sig Ep down by 2 with 1:40 to go. Shrink for 3. Just off. Offensive rebound, Hanchar. Shrink inside. Physicality. And the finish. It's 45-45, 90 seconds to go.
What they did all overtime against Beta. Offensive rebounds, second chance points, tie ball game.
Hunter spins in the lane, picks up his dribble on the elbow. Here's Teschendorf. He's been a little bit quiet in the second half. Drives in, goes right up, just a little strong, gets his own miss, and puts it right back. Gallagher is seriously hobbled right now, and he needs to get out of the game.
And here's where Coach Ben Hicks is going to be forced to take a timeout. Playing through injury, hats off to him. But that leg is shot. You can almost see what looks to be the calf or knee of Jake Gallagher.
And that kid's a
protruding
warrior.
it away. Yeah.
Playing for the badge of Sigma Phi Epsilon. Sig Ep trails by 2. This has been the guy the entire second half. Rylan Shrink. Floater to tie it. Short. Gets his own miss, kicks it out. Auger, shot fake. This is for the lead. Little bit too strong. Anyone's basketball. Gallardo grabs it, chucks it off the foot of a Sig Ep, and Lambda has it with a 2-point lead and just 36 seconds to go.
That was Auger's shot. You couldn't ask for something much better. The look was too good to be true, a little strong, a little too excited. Now it's foul ball.
A quick foul. Freeman gives it to Hunter. Hunter, a rock-solid free throw shooter, lives in the mid-range. But with just 34 seconds and a 2-point lead, you need this front end of the 1-and-1. He missed it. Hanchar the rebound. Auger thought about swinging it to the near side. He holds on to it. Right on the Simon Scott logo to Shrink. Inside, Hanchar to tie, and 1! Sig Ep will not go away. A chance to take the lead, the senior from Indy, Sam Hanchar.
Been dreaming of this moment his entire life. Like George Blaha says, count that baby in a foul. That was all due to the unbelievable facilitation by the freshman of Sig Ep, getting it down and dirty to take the lead.
Hanchar for the lead. Too strong. Tipped up in the air. Cone had it. Gallardo tipped it away. Where's it going to go? Jump ball because both officials don't know, and that's Lambda Chi basketball.
My hands are on my head, genuinely can't believe that. Such an intense game, and it's really fun to see the Red Sea divided, where you got Lambda Chi on one side, Sig Ep, both pointing their respected ways. Possession arrow definitely going in favor of Lambda Chi, but just an absolute shocker that it was very apparent the ball was tipped off of the Lambda Chi defender. But they're going to rule it in favor of them. They're going to give them a chance to win this game. It's 47-47 with 18-3 here. I love a run in transition, get set, don't give them an opportunity to take the lead or tie this ball game up. If Lambda Chi keeps this ball, drain the clock.
Sig Ep is continuing to argue that Lambda got the last jump ball. And back and forth we go in the game, back and forth we go in the officiating. They have just given the ball to Sig Ep with 18 3/10 of a second to go, and a 47-47 game. A chance to win it for Sig Ep. Auger gets it into Cone. He's double teamed. Auger, long 2-point jumper off the back iron. 12 seconds to go. Lambda, a chance to send themselves to Memphis and win the Indiana GBA. Hunter, top of the key. 3 seconds to go. Fadeaway 3 for the win. That's off the mark. And no, 40 minutes wasn't enough. 45 wasn't enough. We might be here all night, Cooper. We're going to double overtime.
Guess what? I couldn't be more happy about it. Another free 5 minutes of some unbelievable basketball being played here. Discombobulation, not only from Gallardo, like I've said time and time again, but also from the refs. Not knowing where the possession arrow is going, not knowing who the ball is going off of. Quick tidbit right here. I think that if Bodner is able to get in this overtime period for Sig Ep, that could be the difference for them to win. He did not play much at all in that last overtime period. He is able to space the floor so well, not only picking and rolling, but also picking and popping, being such a good three-point shooter. However, a little change in timing. Instead of it being 5 minutes, it's going to be 3 minutes in the second overtime period.
Both fives come out. 3 minutes to go. Homecoming weekend going after hours at Indiana University. We're approaching 5:30 on Sunday night at Assembly Hall, and we still do not have a champion of the GBA.
Who needs Sunday football when you got GBA basketball?
Alongside Cooper Schoenberg, I'm Luke Brenneman. We've been with you the entire way on HTN. Sig Ep and Lambda Chi, 3 more minutes to try and crown a champ at Indiana University GBA. Gallardo and Hanchar to tip it off. Hanchar tips it all the way back. That's Freeman. He has it. Remember, Gallagher is on the bench. He looks like he's not going to return. The #1 scorer for Sig Ep is injured. Auger, he's been the guy tonight. Drives in, knocked away. He stepped out of bounds and turned it over.
He can't believe it himself. Great defense by Lambda Chi, bringing up 2-on-1, forcing him baseline, and that out-of-bounds line is your best friend when you are on defense.
Here's Hunter. On the near side, drives into the middle, picks it up, finds Teschendorf. Teschendorf inside, muscle through the contact and missed the layup. 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Shrink has the basketball. A freshman that could go down in the history books of a performance in the GBA. Kicks it out. Cone for 3. Off the mark. Rebound Gallardo. Nobody has scored in the first minute of double overtime. 47-47. Hunter, rim run, kick out on the no-look pass. Gallardo for 3. That one wasn't very close. And on the rebound, a physical play and a foul booked on Lambda. That's going to go on Harrison.
And that's going to send them to the free throw line. And I'm surprised to see if there is a bonus plus or when a team can get into that territory. Nonetheless, going to be at the charity stripe. A great shooter from the three-point line and a great shooter from the free throw line as he can try to steal 2 right here and give them the lead. It is a running clock, so we're almost down to 1 minute.
Auger, the first free throw.
Yeah, so there's that bonus plus. And if you're Auger, theoretically, you could hold the ball for the next minute, drain out the clock, and have a buzzer beater from the free throw. He's not going to do that.
Auger steps up. Clock stops at 1 minute. And Sig Ep goes up by a point. 48-47. We're under a minute to go. Hunter, near side wing, having a dance on Auger. Mid-range jumper, he was knocked down but missed it. Offensive rebound to Lambda. Gallardo drives in, finds contact, missed the floater. Who was that last touched? Teschendorf. Sig Ep basketball with 42 seconds to go, and Sig Ep has a 1-point lead.
And it's so big that one of the best shooters on this Lambda Chi team, Grant Hunter, is out. Fouled out in that overtime. And now they're without one of their best shooters.
A long ball to Auger works. He has it right in front of his coach. Here's Cone, 35 seconds to go. You don't have to foul just yet. Lambda looking to now. Cone, one more. Auger back to Cone. The clock is still running. And Cone is fouled. The 6'3 sophomore out of Atlanta, Georgia, has a chance to go up by 3 with 29 seconds left in the GBA championship.
Some great keep away ball right there. Now under 1 minute in the second overtime in this game. The clock does stop, but it's a bonus. No 1-and-1s no more.
The first one is true, 49-47. That's a huge shot.
That's nothing but nylon and nothing short of clutch. When his team needs it most, gonna try to give him the comfortable 3-point lead.
Oliver Smith comes in for the first time tonight with 29 seconds, 2 for 2 for Cone. He points at his brothers, and they got a 3-point lead to protect. Hunter goes baseline, 3-pointer to tie. That's short, and Hanchar snags the rebound. Long ball to Freeman. Freeman pulls it out, inside. Shrink, why didn't he shoot the layup, but he's fouled with 10 seconds.
I think just the way that he has been able to play this game today, he's gonna trust himself at the free throw line. It's not a 1-and-1 anymore. No added pressure on that first shot. Only making one makes it a 2-possession game.
Rylan Shrink, the freshman who has filled it up all night, makes the first, and now it's a 2-possession game with 10 seconds remaining.
There it is, almost Fernando Mendoza-esque. Instead of kneeling it, just running out of the back of the end zone, wasting as much time as possible.
2 for 2, that is stones out of the freshman Shrink. Lambda needs a 3-pointer, and they need it fast. Teschendorf steps in, open 3. He missed it. Rebound to Hanchar, and he's fouled with 0.2 of a second left, and Sigma Phi Epsilon is the 2025 Greek Basketball Association champions at Indiana University.
This crowd is absolutely electric. And a storybook finish is the man from Indianapolis, growing up a Hoosier fan his entire life, in the arena that he loved coming to and watching his favorite team play in, is gonna have the chance to end it and wind out this clock at the charity stripe.
SIGEP did not lead for a single moment in the first half. They were down 6 the whole way. They once went down 8, but they kept coming back. And how about that? An underhand free throw just to put the cherry on top from Hanchar. We'll see if he can do it again. No way. SIGEP, you're champs. They stormed the floor, and they're headed to Memphis. They beat the number 3 seed in Lambda Chi, who was ranked in the top 25 nationally. What a Cinderella run that was.
What a way to do it, too. You have 3 of your best players not only fatigued, but 2 injured. We saw that OJ leg injury. We saw that Jay Gallagher leg injury that sidelined him for pretty much all of overtime. We saw Bodner, the big man, who was able to get it done on so many levels, on so many possessions, fatigued, not able to play, not able to give it his all. Yet this team scratched and clawed, and they found their way to victory, 53-47.
Cooper, that was fun. It was a blast working with you.
Awesome.
Big thank you to everyone at HTN. Obviously, Michael Bales, the commissioner of the league, and Indiana grad a beta here at Indiana. What a new and upcoming league this is, the Greek Basketball Association. You can call them washed up, you can call them ex-varsity players, but the talent's on display. And what an unbelievable contest, totaling 100 points in a double overtime thriller. SIGEP takes down Lambda Chi and own the title rights of the GBA at Indiana, 53-47 your final. We say so long and good night from Assembly Hall.